The Deathstalker reboot is upon us, and we finally have an American distributor in Shout Studios, aka Shout Factory. This comes from Variety. In one of the widest-ranging deals to close in the run-up to this week's 78th Locarno Film Festival, Shout Studios, a radio entertainment company, has acquired exclusive distribution rights in English-language territories to Steven Kostanski's Deathstalker, a reboot of Roger Corman's cult film series. Deathstalker stars Daniel Bernhardt as the titular hero, playing him more as a grizzled war veteran, as he has previously commented, than the buff young heroes of the originals. Patton Oswalt provides the voice of Doodad, a benevolent, wizened wizard. The deal follows Shout Studios' release of Kostanski's previous effort, Frankie Frico, in 2024. Made in Argentina, producer Corman's first sword and sorcery Deathstalker movie, enjoying a tailwind from Conan the Barbarian, was a hit at the United States box office. Deathstalker 2 has been hailed as one of the greatest B-movies ever made. 2025's Deathstalker's fantasy is in line with the originals. The kingdom of Abraxan lies under siege by the Dreadites, who are looking to resuscitate the long-dead sorcerer Necromemnon, which would spell Abraxian's annihilation, as always. Taking a cursed amulet from a dead prince on a battlefield, Deathstalker teams with Doodad to rid himself of the medallion as he's cursed by dark magic and hunted by monstrous assassins. So it sounds like Oswald is going to be a co-star in the movie, even if it's just a voice. But as the originals were Corman's, Deathstalker 2025 is as much a movie very much made by Kostanski, whose credits include Devoid and PG Psycho Gorman. Certainly not a B movie, Kostanski's film takes the sometimes appreciable special effects of the original and ups the ante in fantasy setting in a celebration of practical effects, ranging just in its early stretches from a fanged harpy-faced drone to a two-headed troll, a stone robot, a man eating snakes, and a pigman. The creature suits, prosthetic makeup effects, and stop-motion animation coming courtesy of Kostanski's Action Pants FX shop. The multi-territory distribution deal was made with Raven Banner Entertainment, which handles worldwide sales. Bringing Deathstalker onto the market at Cannes in 2024, the Shout Studios Raven Banner Pack takes in theatrical home entertainment rights, digital, video on demand, broadcast, and physical media, and ancillary rights for cross-platform releases. Shout Studios plans a strategic launch of the movie across all major entertainment platforms, starting with a U.S. theatrical release later this year, following the film's festival run. Raven Banner Releasing will release in Canada day and date with Shout. Shout said in a statement Thursday. Deathstalker is the latest reimagining from director Kostanski and Hangar 18 Media, who acquired the rights from Shout Studios, which owns the Roger Corman IP. They own a whole boatload of Roger Corman's IP. Shout Studios have several additional Corman projects in active development and added. Why don't you just release more of his older films on physical media than rebooting them, please? Radio Entertainment SVP of Acquisition and Originals Jordan Fields said of Kostanski, Steve is one of the most fiercely creative filmmakers working today, and his love for this IP and genre oozes from every frame. Deathstalker is catnip for fans of the Dungeons & Dragons staples, thrilling battles, sly humor, offbeat creatures, and thoughtful lore. Daniel Bernhardt is pitch perfect in a role he was born to play. Roger Corman would have marveled at what Steve, Daniel, and Hangar 18 have accomplished, and we predict this film will earn a devoted following very quickly. Let's see. Michael Pass of Raven Banner went on to say, We grew up on a steady diet of Roger Corman's movies, especially Deathstalker 2. Hey, if you're going to come up on anything, those are great things to come up on.